another dose of disappointment and smiles. Well, you say we're friends, a funny little world you toss around. I guess it's in bad hands, but what it means from me. 'Cause you followed your heart, is this buzz unstuck? You don't take my resentment another way. Like to his face. I'm down, I'm out, but it won't be long till I'll be that guy that gets you down. 'Cause I don't need this. Oh, you say we're friends, the candle is cold, now it's too late, I guess it did. And baby, I will say you don't have what it takes to show me appreciate all the ways this year's killing you. And the result so far is this message in my heart, and you don't leave this scars and troubles face. Be replaced. These breakneck speeds go on through the armor that brings us down to our knees. Time, of course, is everything now, then we're beyond sympathies. 'Cause one misstep and another false statement will turn me into enemies. Oh, one misstep, another false statement. He didn't know, no, he didn't know, he just didn't know I could hear him. He didn't know, no, he didn't know, he just didn't know I could hear him. Hear this, I bear this, and turn it enemies. I hear this, hear this. Meal bells sounding off in the bitter cold. Her heart swells. How long it's been, it's hard to tell. In the city of tents, estranged, many more arriving each day. When you wake up, there's more mouths to feed. City of regrets. And the moment my heart breaks at the height of our mistakes, and the form that it now takes.
Can you see the red drop, the purple drop?
Hang on, I'm covered with dildo goo. Dildo goo.
What are you doing with your time?
Come over here, I'll heal you.
Run!
No, run.
Don't worry about me.
You know what? It's not working. Maybe it's because I'm on a bird.
No!
What happened? Come on.
Fucking fire! Oh, what the?
that it's ready to go.
Innuendo bot.
I like it. My hat.
All of you. Back off, back off, back off. Back off. Back off, back off, back off, back off. Anymore. Go away! Go away! No! Go away! Go the fuck away! Get away! Get away! No, stop that! I've got a succulent too, if you know what I mean. It's long and hot. Ready. Jump, baby, jump! Oh, I can, look. Look, H. CPR.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
How do you know when a wild pick appears? You dumbass.
Yes! Yes!
What a shot that one was!
Hi everybody, how you doing? Welcome. How you guys all doing? How's your week been so far? I've been super busy today. Today I decided I'd clean out my closet, my walk-in robe. So it's like completely cleaned out. I lie. There's like 2 boxes I've got to go through that I ran out of time for. But I've been at it like most of the day, other than this stuff where I'm trying to like get a wolf, but it's just not bringing me any. I'm looking for a new wolf villager. How are you, Random? I hope you're doing well. I did some editing today. We did some control, so those will be up soon. There's no set date on when they're gonna come out. But yeah. Just gonna save this and wrap it up. Are you hearing like an double echo? Yes, me and YouTube. Our question of the day is: Hey Jason, how are you? I've forgotten.
Standing at the edge of the world and his tallness reassured, and though I should not glimmer of hope in this mess, for a spirit so broken, and I should not believe him.
Fine. I'll do it over here. How you guys doing? Welcome, welcome. I did have a Google thingy set up with the chat, but friggin' seems that my stream thingy doesn't want to work. I have to sign in, and I haven't signed in. I'm doing a terrible job of signing in. So yeah, we're gonna play some Assemble with Care. It's a nice, cute little indie game. I hope it's gonna be really good. I've never played it before. But yeah, see how it goes. Should we jump into the game? I've already eaten. I've had a shower. I'm really tired. But we're gonna go into here. Now there's no actual beginning to it, so not sure what's going on with that. Oh my gosh, that's very loud. That is really loud. Hold on a minute, I'm just going to turn it down a touch. Plug her in. The game is best played with sound. You think? Hopefully there's no like what do you call them? A bit loud, isn't it? I am good, I am good. Alright.
After a year on the road, I thought I'd get tired of traveling. The endless clatter of railways, highways, and everything in between. But as my train pulled into the station at 𝗕𝗨𝗦𝗦𝗡, I felt every bit as excited as the first day of my journey. A whole year. It felt like a lifetime. The places I'd seen, the people I'd met, and of course, the forgotten treasures.
Well, I don't know.
A new lease of life along the way.
It didn't really give me the option to kind of have like...
I'm a restorer by trade. Bringing our most beloved possessions back to life is what
It didn't have any of those things
I'd
with
been
it.
traveling for months, working my way from one town to the next, fixing everything from family heirlooms to VCRs. 𝗕𝗨𝗦𝗦𝗡 was my chance to take a break. Unfortunately, that would have to wait until after I'd unpacked.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying.
I picked up these sunglasses on my last stop. Hopefully I'm cool enough to pull them off.
What are they?
I saw a guitarist wearing these at a show once. Rock and roll repair woman, at your service.
Passport?
The tools of my trade. No hope of restoring things without these. My parents took this after I made my first repair. Seems like a lifetime ago. Looking forward to taking more close-ups of my fingers with this.
There we go, we unpacked. Okay.
Finally,
I just realized
I'd made it
something.
to
Hold on.
𝗕𝗨𝗦𝗡𝗑. I'd come for the food festival.
Hold on. Because I just realized that my head is in the road of some of the words. So I'm just going to move my camera down. Maybe I could put it here in the middle. So there doesn't seem to be anything there.
Taking place in a few days' time. After living off TV dinners and instant ramen for the last few months, I was craving a decent meal. Of course, I'd need to earn enough money to pay for it, so I figured I'd head out the next day and find some work. My parents never wanted me to go. They wanted me to stay in their shop and have a simple, stationary life. I knew there was a world out there, beyond the four walls of our antique store, that I had to be a part of.
That's really cool though, that she goes
I
around
daydreamed
and
constantly about the weird and wonderful
fixes things in
places
different
each of our
places.
antiques came from. I loved figuring out their stories, revealing the memories hidden beneath the screws and wires.
That's lovely. That's like me with anything, any kind of thing. I want to find out the stories behind it.
My story in 𝗕𝗨𝗦𝗡𝗑 began with a little girl and a voice she was longing to hear.
Welcome to 𝗕𝗨𝗦𝗡𝗑𝗧. Chapter 2.
It was my first morning in 𝗕𝗨𝗦𝗡𝗑 and I couldn't wait to leave my hotel and explore. It was a quiet town, its streets and alleyways basking peacefully in the hot morning sun. In the main square, meanwhile, preparations were underway for the festival in a few days' time. As I handed out my flyers, I wondered what the people of 𝗕𝗨𝗦𝗡𝗑 would need me to fix. So far, everything here seemed perfect. I was starting to worry I'd made a mistake when I felt someone tapping me on the back.
Hi, I'm Izzy. Do you know how to fix things?
It was a little girl, maybe 7 years old, who must have gotten hold of one of my flyers. She rummaged around in her backpack until she hauled out a battered red cassette deck.
My tape is broken and I can't make it work anymore.
Aww.
I tried to fix it myself, but there's this metal thing in the way. Can you try?
Well, I know this.
Why did you do that?
Whee!
How did you do that? I didn't see.
Magic. Ah. Whoops. Whoops.
Aha! Those batteries look like they need replacing. Luckily, I have some spares.
Where's the screw gone? Oh, there. There we go. Can we try it now? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Aww.
Dream a dream for me. If I sit by your side and hold you so tight, know that I will always love you, even though we both know that we must say goodnight. Good night, my darling.
When it finished, Izzy picked up the tape deck and tucked it carefully into her backpack.
Thanks, Maria. You're the best person at fixing things ever.
No problem. Who was that singing? They're very good.
It's my mum.
Whoops.
She's not here anymore.
Izzy trailed off. It was the kind of silence a cassette tape would never be enough to fill. When Izzy's friends called for her, she dug deep into her pockets, looking for something to pay me with. Eventually, she produced a grand total of a stick of gum, 3 mismatched buttons, and a yo-yo. I usually preferred a check, but Izzy looked so serious, I wrote out a full receipt. She seemed like a happy kid, but beneath it all, part of her life had been shattered. A part I wouldn't be able to fix.
Ooh. Ooh.
My first repair complete, I spent the rest of the day doing small jobs in and around the square. I was exhausted when I got back to my hotel and found a message asking me to make one more visit. The address led me to a quaint little house, a stone's throw from the beach. Bathed in the evening light, it looked beautiful, in spite of its flaking paintwork and chipped tiles. The front door was opened by a harried-looking man, still dressed from a long day at the office.
Are you Maria? My name's Joseph. I'm Isabel's father. I'm so sorry she bothered you this morning. Please, come in. I'd like to settle up properly.
On the mantelpiece, I saw the remains of a broken statue. Without thinking, I picked up a fragment.
Ah, my father's statue. What's left of it, at least. Yet another way I'd have disappointed him. It survived 100 years in this family. But 5 minutes with Isabel and... Do you think you can salvage it?
Oh.
Will you be able to see the glue afterwards? I don't want people seeing the cracks. Is this glue really strong enough to hold everything together?
Whee! Do you reckon that's enough glue? Ready? Oops. Really?
Sometimes I think my daughter should come with a warning label.
Whee! Lots of glue. Must make sure it sticks down. You reckon that's enough glue? Yay!
Thank you, Maria. It looks as perfect as it ever did. My father wanted me to make something of myself. He didn't have time for anything less.
As Joseph put the statue back on the shelf, it nudged against the family portrait stood proudly next to it. So he was Bellariva's mayor. And that was Izzy's mom. They must both miss her so much.
Sorry. I'm a little tired. I've been working late getting things sorted for the festival. There's only a few days to go. Looks like I'll be working late. Again?
When I told my parents I wanted to leave, they always found an excuse to be busy, to avoid talking about it. I guess keeping themselves occupied was their way of pretending it wasn't happening. Joseph's work must have been taking up so much of his time. But maybe that was what he wanted. I just hoped he was finding enough time for Izzy, too.
So we're butting into this family's problems, I think. I don't know how many chapters are. According to this so far, there's like 12
My
at
second
least.
day in Bellariva dawned bright and clear. Another beautiful sunny morning. Walking into town, I passed cafes overflowing with customers cradling their morning coffees. I stopped, breathing in the smell of roasted coffee beans and freshly baked pastries. I was about to go inside when the owner of Carmen's, the cafe next door, stopped me.
Hello, Maria? Were you here yesterday handing out flyers? I have a job for you.
Her place was petite, tucked between its competitors as if hoping they wouldn't notice. Judging by the empty tables inside, though, her potential customers hadn't noticed it either.
It's a bit slow today, but we're just getting started. I'm sure it'll pick up soon.
As Carmen chatted, she walked over to the counter and returned with an old rotary phone.
At least I've got plenty of time to practice my recipe for the festival. It's a new special I've been working on. I was hoping to call my sister for some, seasoning tips, but it won't connect. Can you see if you can figure out what's wrong?
Let's restore the phone.
You can fix it, can't you? I can't afford to replace it. Obviously, we'd normally be much busier than this.
I'm pretty sure most technicians would be like, don't you do this? It's a fly. Oh look, here's your issue, lady. Buzz off, fly. Here's your issue, lady. It's burnt out. That one. To that one.
Looks like this new circuit board is all hooked up.
Looks like you need a new one of those too, man. Hey. Alright, away. Screw in. Whoops, no, put that back in. This one next. Screw in. Then we want that. One, two, three.
Don't have to leave it to dry or let it cool down?
Nope, it's ready to go. It'll be ringing off the hook in no time.
That's if I can pay my phone bill anyway. And the rent and the suppliers. Anyway, take a seat and I'll be right with you. Your coffee's on the house.
I sat at one of the empty tables, while at the counter, Carmen had started dialing the phone.
Hello! How's my favourite sister doing today?
As she talked, Carmen became more and more tense. This didn't seem like a call for some cooking advice.
I know I still owe you from last time, but I can't afford to take part in the festival if I don't pay.
I could almost feel the eye roll at the other end of the line.
You don't need to be here, though. Can't you just put the check in the post?
When the call ended, Carmen brought me my coffee, her hands trembling.
Sorry about that. My sister's decided to fly in for a visit. Oh God, I have to get ready.
What about serving your customers, Lee?
Actually, I might have another job for you. Can you come by tomorrow?
Sure, okay. This town is seeming a little bit more and more, you know.
The next day, I'd promised Carmen I'd return to help her get the cafe ready for her sister's arrival. I was about to set out when I received an unexpected call from my hotel's reception desk. Apparently, another guest had asked for me by name. Curious, I took the creaking elevator up to the top floor and made my way to the room number they'd given. I knocked.
Are you here about the camera? It's about time.
The woman in front of me was immaculate. Not a hair out of place or a crease to be seen.
My sister tells me you know how to fix things.
Oh, it's her
I do
sister.
go to an expert, of course, but in this town...
So this was Carmen's sister? The two of them couldn't have been more different. Inside her room, I saw a beautiful reflex camera. Any professional photographer's dream.
The viewfinder is completely dark. I can't see anything through it at all. I assume you can figure out what's wrong?
Wow, dude, you're a bit of a, you know. Okay, alright. So let's get started, shall we? Guess we start by unscrewing there. Unscrew. 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 And unscrew.
I don't suppose you've fixed anything this valuable before.
Ah, your viewfinder is broken.
If I use the screwdriver, I could adjust the angle of the mirror.
There we go.
Perfect. Now the viewfinder should be working.
And then we put in some of these. Whoops. Ah! There we go, that was easy. Are they going to get more challenging?
I felt a pang of envy as I handed the camera to Helena. I put my disposable to shame.
I picked it up on my first trip to Paris. It's a 1958 limited edition, the first of its kind. It cost me 3 months' salary, but it was worth it.
I had no idea what 3 months' salary meant to Helena, but I was pretty sure it was more than I could afford. It was strange, really, that we were even staying in the same hotel. I'd picked this place because it was cheap and cheerful, but surely she could afford somewhere better? She took some test shots, fiddling with the camera settings until she was absolutely satisfied.
This work is immaculate. At least there's one person in this town who knows what they're doing. Sending you to me might be the first thing Carmen's actually gotten right.
I wondered why Helena had bothered coming if she thought so little of her sister.
And what a bitch.
I hear nothing from her for weeks, and then when she finally does call me, all she wants is money. If she thinks I'm lending her another penny, she'll have to convince me it's not a total waste of time.
That didn't sound good. If Hurricane Helena was about to hit, I hoped Carmen was ready.
Ooh, what's this?
The sun was setting over Bella Riva by the time I reached Carmen's cafe. From the outside, it looked as quiet as ever, but inside, I found Carmen cleaning like her life depended on it.
Maria! Oh, don't mind all of this. If Helena finds one speck of dust in here, I'll never hear the end of it.
Carmen seemed pleased to see me, but I sensed the fidgeting tension beneath each sweep of her mop. Trying to live up to the standards of someone like Helena seemed like an impossible task.
I hope you didn't mind fixing the camera for her. She was furious when it broke. I really need this to go well. If she doesn't lend me the money, I don't know how long I can keep this place going.
Carmen led me to a back room, where she'd laid out the components of what looked like a neon sign.
I had this made when I first opened the cafe, but I'm hopeless with electronics.
So there was supposed to be a sign outside. This might explain the lack of customers.
I'd like to put it up before Helena gets here.
I did ask if it was going to get harder, eh? Okay. Turn. No, you dumbass. Right, let's have a look what we got. Where does this go? This has got to go somewhere, right? Here we go. No. No. Alright, let's go you. Aha. Let's put some glue on it, yeah? There we go. Yes! Alrighty. Yes! We have power!
I don't know, it's a bit flat. Maybe if it flashes, it'll really catch people's eye.
Okay.
Great idea. I think I have a spare part that could do that.
How's that go? There we go, we're flashing.
It still needs something else. Maybe we can add one of these.
Oh. 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 Which one should we put? It's a cafe, right? So maybe we could go with pizza?
It works! I'll screw everything together again and you'll be set.
Guess we're going with pizza. music's very relaxing. Dude, spin. Oh. Done. Done! Yay! We went with pizza because it's not an ice cream parlor and it's definitely not a place for beer or anything.
The sign fixed, we headed
Oh,
outside
look, it's ice
and
cream down
mounted
there.
it carefully over the cafe door.
Oh, that's perfect, Maria. It looks just how I imagined it. When I had this sign made, it all seemed so simple. Oh, I can't believe I might have to give it all up. I hope I've done enough.
The smile froze on her face as she spotted something over my shoulder. I turned to see.
Of course, my sister owns the only cafe in this entire town that isn't actually open.
For better or worse, Helena had arrived.
It is
Carmen
open.
opened her mouth to explain, but Helena swept indifferently past her. Finally pausing in the doorway, she turned back towards Carmen.
The first thing we're doing is getting rid of that hideous sign.
And with that, she disappeared inside. I hoped Carmen's chances of saving the cafe hadn't disappeared with her.
Hey, man! Carmen likes that sign!
It was the day before the festival, and the whole town was busy getting ready. I had more work than I knew what to do with. When Joseph called with another job, I was craving the cool quiet of his and Izzy's seafront house. I'd barely reached their front door when I heard someone calling me.
Psst. Maria, I need your help. Quickly!
It was Izzy, peeking out from the side of the house. She beckoned for me to follow her. She led me through to a beautiful, unruly garden overflowing with flowers of every color. Nestled among them was a playhouse, its doorway almost completely obscured by a towering rose bush.
You have to squeeze past it and breathe in real small, like this.
Izzy took in a big gulp of air and crawled through the gap and into the playhouse. I hadn't planned on crawling in the dirt today, but the life of a repairwoman never did run smooth. On the table inside, there was an electronic toy. Not exactly the usual stock in my parents' antique shop.
I had an accident. I didn't do it on purpose or anything, but it won't turn on anymore. Can you fix it for me?
Guess so. Oh my god! Forest Adventures. Oh my gosh, you broke the screen. And the button. Far out, Izzy. Right, oops. Undo the battery. And take that out. Oh, that one's broken. I didn't pay attention to where it had to go. Whoops. That's the broken one. That's not it. Right. Maybe I put the wrong one in. Whoops. Maybe that one. No. Alright, that's the right one. A red light, but why? Nope. That one's right. That one's not. No, that's good. This one in. One, two, three. Okay, that one done. Alright, now we put that back on. That back on. Battery back in. God damn it. Lid back on.
Do grown-ups play games as well? Can you show me how to play? I tried before, but it was so hard.
Her toy fixed, I watched Izzy retreat into its screen, taking refuge in a 3-inch world of her own. Well, I'd better head inside. Your dad is waiting for me.
Please don't tell him about the game. He'll think I broke it on purpose.
Why would he think that?
Because, well, I kind of dropped it really hard at the wall.
Okay. What are you doing, Shiloh?
Izzy looked down, scuffing her shoes on the worn floor of the playhouse.
Dad said I have to go to this stupid festival tomorrow and put on a stupid dress, and I don't want to. All he cares about is working. He never wants to see me unless it's for his job. I'm not going. He can't make me.
With that, Izzy dove back through the rosebush and disappeared into the wilds of the garden. She was so young. She couldn't be expected to see that her dad was struggling too.
Come here. You big buffet.
It made me think. Had I really tried hard enough to understand my parents' point of view? I was so focused on the adventures ahead of me. Maybe I didn't.
I love doggy smiles. You gonna give me doggy smiles? You gonna give me doggy smiles? Huh? You gonna give me doggy smiles? She was giving me doggy smiles this morning. I was giving her pats. And she's like weren't you, you big baby? Weren't you? Eh? You won't eat all of your dinner, but you'll eat sweets like our little ones of these. Or you'll eat our food. Won't ya, you big fuss pot? You're getting fussy in your old age.
Leaving Izzy hiding in the garden, I walked around to the front of the house and rang the doorbell. It was only then I noticed my favorite overalls covered in grass stains. I scrubbed desperately, but it was too late.
Maria!
I was, repairing a lawnmower.
How unusual. Well, do come in.
I love
the job I've got for you is a little more delicate.
Totally embarrassed, I walked into an orderly room filled with papers and ledgers. So this was his office. You must be so busy getting ready for the festival. Are you looking forward to it?
Of course. It's traditional for the mayor to judge food from every
Oh, I
cafe
hope
and
that he
restaurant in
judges
town.
Carmen's as awesome so that her sister goes, oh, you know what you're doing.
I'll be
well.
declaring the best chef in 𝗕𝗨𝗦𝗡𝗑 by this time tomorrow. Speaking of which...
He unclipped the watch from his wrist and very carefully handed it to me.
You big sook.
I'll have a
You
tight
big
schedule to
sook.
follow, but my
You
watch
big
stopped
sook.
working a while
Oh,
ago.
you
Could you
big
see if you can make it
sookie,
tick
you
again?
big shooky. Yeah, you are. Alright. Well, it looks like we got broken glass, so
Are you sure it will all fit back together?
let's put that there. We'll spin this one around. Unscrew it. Oh, it's from Izzy's mummy. Love always. Oh. Let's have a look here. Okay. I think I see what's happened here.
Ah, the main plate has completely cracked. I'll need to replace it. The cogs look good, though. If I'm careful, I can reuse those.
Can I take anything off this one? Guess what? Alright. Okay. Since we have to unscrew the glass.
I've not gone a day without this watch since my wife gave it to me.
I kind of figured that when it said love always. Alright. Put this in there. And I'll put this in there. Put this in there. It's working. Now we do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Done. I can fix a watch. I can fix a watch. Can you? Can you?
As I handed the watch back to Joseph, my fingers traced over the engraving on the back. I hoped fixing this was one small way I could help him move forward.
I can't believe it's working, Maria. Thank you. My wife was a brilliant woman. Feeling this ticking on my wrist, it makes me feel like she's still here.
Oh, I found this colouring in book
Watches
today.
measure minutes and hours like they're infinite.
I really want
didn't
to
know we had so
do
little
some
time.
colouring in streams as well.
Even with Isabel, I barely see her. And when I do, she acts like she hates me.
Just then,
Both of them
the phone
think they
rang.
don't like each other.
Even when he was at home, his work was never done.
Sorry, Maria. I have to take this. I'll see you at the festival tomorrow.
As I left, I turned and saw him pacing the floor of his office, his watch glinting in the afternoon sun. I hoped its quiet ticking would at least bring him some peace during the busy days to come.
I love you. Yes, I do. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I love you. Oh my lord, what is that?
When my last job of the day brought me to Carmen's apartment, the door was opened by someone I didn't expect to see.
Oh
Helena.
gosh.
Sorry for inflicting this mess on you. Carmen's never seen a knick-knack she doesn't want to buy, apparently.
Carmen's apartment was a little chaotic, but totally charming. It was easy to imagine her living in a place like this. It definitely wasn't Helena's style. She seemed more upmarket than flea market. I wondered why she was even here.
We're having a clear out, or at least I am. Carmen's not helping, as usual. There's
Carmen
a
doesn't want to
festival
be you.
tomorrow. I'm selling some of these things to make her some money. She says she has nothing when there's all this stuff right under her nose.
Helena stepped delicately past the items on the floor and reached down to pick up one from the pile.
Look at this slide projector. Our parents treasured it, but Carmen treats it like a piece of junk. Can you take a look?
Let's start by unscrewing.
That light bulb is completely smashed. Okay, I'll need to redirect the light, the lens at the top, for the projector to work.
Shh, I know. What, you want some attention? I know. What? What do you want? You just want some attention. Hey, you just want some attention. Hey. You're like, talk to me, Mum. Talk to me, Mum. Talk to me. I'm going to put that over there for a minute and have a look here and see what this does up here.
Oh, typical. Carmen's even managed to get a slide stuck in here.
How do I pull it out? Alright, I need to adjust this. Right? No, hang on. Hang on. This way. That way. Now let's have a look. Yes!
I was so excited when I moved to the city. Carmen,
yes!
She looks so sad.
Oh, she misses you. Oh.
Here's the clicker you'll need to attach. God knows how Carmen broke that as well.
Now this in. And this. Hey Salop, how are you? In. And then this one in here. We're playing a fixer tonight.
I think I've missed a screw somehow.
Wait, oh, that's for the clicker. That'll go in there. And that'll go in there. No. So that'll go in there. There we go.
When we were younger, Carmen was always
I'm good.
around.
We're learning about a place that
I suppose she looked up to me.
we're playing Assemble with
sister.
Care, and we're basically fixing stuff for this tiny people in this tiny little town.
She used to ask me when I was coming home.
Oh, go away, Fly.
Always too busy.
I practiced my first song that I'm gonna do for my Ko-Fi drinkers today. I'm gonna be doing the ow. Little bitch, where are you? It's loving my light, but it's not landing. It's just driving me bonkers. I just want him to land so that I can slap it. It's a good game. I reckon you'll really enjoy watching this, Sal. It was very
Elena
relaxing.
was transfixed, staring at the two young sisters the projector had brought glaringly into focus.
It's like a storybook, but you kind of fix things in between each chapter.
You haven't, have you? You came all this way just to help with the cafe, plus the money.
That's the problem. There is no money. I lost my job a few months ago. My savings are almost gone. I have nothing. Carmen thinks I'll throw my checkbook at her bad decisions and make them okay. But I can't. Not this time. You know, the funny thing is, I came here wanting to tell her the truth. But she's so infuriating. How can I ask her for help when all she cares about is herself?
Helena fell silent, shrinking under the gaze of her younger self, projected onto the wall.
We drifted so far apart when I moved away. It felt like the only thing.
I feel like they're both kind of
balance.
You guys just talked.
I know I have to tell her the truth. It isn't fair. But I already lost everything else. What if I lose her too?
So in the game, Salop, we've got Izzy and her dad Joseph. Izzy and Joseph, they lost Izzy's mother. I haven't quite worked out how. They lost Izzy's mother, and Joseph is always busy. And anytime that he and Izzy are together, Izzy makes him feel like he doesn't want to be around her. But Izzy also feels like Joseph is always busy and doesn't have time for her. And anytime that he spends with her, he's angry at her. Then you've got Carmen and you've got Helena. Carmen owns a cafe. She's very scatterbrained, but very passionate, and loves what she's doing. But she is struggling to be able to make ends meet because the cafe just isn't bringing in the amount of money that she'd hoped. Her sister usually helps her out with money, but her sister has very high expectations, expects her to be like her when she's obviously not. They're two very polar opposites. And but her sister has no money and is needing to speak to her sister. Helena has no money and needs to speak to Carmen, but is too afraid to. And Carmen is too afraid to speak out against Helena to say, this is what I love, you know. I want to do it my way.
The day of the festival finally came, and after all my hard work, I was ready to put down my tools and pick up a fork. The smell as I entered the main square was incredible. Each stall was selling food even more delicious than the last. The competition would start any minute. Most stall holders were waiting.
And we're playing
anxiously
Maria,
for the mayor to pay them a visit.
a daughter who grew up in an antiques store with her parents, and they repaired things in the store. But she wanted to go out around the world. Hey Mel, how are you? Went out into the world to do that kind of stuff instead of staying inside a stuffy house.
All of them, that was, except Carmen, who
How
was
are you
still
now?
frantically chopping vegetables and stirring pots.
Maria! Thank God you're here. Can I ask you the world's biggest favour? Helena was supposed to help me run the stall today, but she never turned up. Probably too ashamed to show her face. I can't believe she lied to me.
Carmen was stirring so furiously she was in danger of tipping the pot
How are you,
over
Mel?
altogether.
The mayor will be here any minute for the judging, but I'm almost out of my special.
She wasn't really going to ask me, was she? Not on my day off.
I have a stove ready to build and everything. Can you set it up and make me a spare batch?
And alright. 1 pint of stock. Oh my lord. What the fuck? Alright, so we need to put that. There. There. Yeah. Okay. That in there. That. And that can go over there. Good, having issues with Miss 9. Oh no! Oh no! What's happened? Pint of stock. Quarter of a stick of half a carrot.
Her recipe is a bit smudged. Never mind. I'm sure whatever I put in will be fine.
Half of a carrot, 2 broccoli florets, 3 wild mushrooms, plenty of leaves. Okay. What do these do? Maybe they go underneath. No. 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 Ah. Oh my god, there's a spider on me. Fucking bastard. Where the fuck did you come from? Hope it didn't bite me.
It all fits. Now to light the gas.
Can I light it? Whoosh. Woo. Yes.
I think that pot is really boiling.
Oh no,
now.
no, no,
Smells
what
right,
happened?
If I say so myself.
Oh no, oh no!
Here are the ingredients that Carmen's given me. What?
Sleeping is so much easier. Sleeping in her school is easier for me, but we all know she can watch YouTube before school. Burn the house down. I know, right? My daughter does the same thing.
First.
Okay, we need to add half of a carrot. Half a carrot, 2 broccoli florets, handful of chopped tomatoes.
That looks good. I'll scoop a spoonful when I'm ready to serve.
3 wild mushrooms. I'm not done yet. 3 wild mushrooms. Plenty of... oh, you know, it's probably that. Plenty of... onions. What do you reckon? What does it taste like? Did I get it? 4 season soup? Did I even get it? Can't believe a spider fell on me. There's nothing above me that it could have come off. That's creepy. Yeah. Yeah, it's... my daughter does the same thing. She's 13 and she does
it. Was just in time, and a moment later, Joseph arrived with Izzy in tow. Carmen anxiously handed them both a serving.
That was so tasty. Can I have some more, please?
Well,
it
you
is
certainly
tough.
earned yourself a loyal customer in my daughter. We have a few more meals to taste, but so far you are one of the best.
I find...
good luck.
You have to adapt to the way that you do things. It goes from, you know, the way that you would treat them when they're little to, you kind of got to give them that little bit more control over what they're doing. So, like, so if you're like having issues you got with washing her uniform, maybe I don't know with that one actually. It's you can't just go no. You have to kind of give them control over it. Like I remembered, I watched a thing before where it was about parenting with teens and preteens and stuff, and it was like you got to kind of go, okay, well, I want you to do this, but if you don't do that, then this is going to happen, kind of thing. And then therefore they know what's going to happen. So if they choose not to do it, then they have that consequence that comes after it, and the consequence is going to match what happens afterwards. Do you know what I mean? It's hard. Oh my lord. My daughter actually got a did she do it on purpose though? That's the thing. Like I get it. Don't worry, I get it. I totally get it. I would be pissed too. $35 down the drain. Absolutely, I get it. But at the end of the day, we've got to kind of have a look at it and go, well, if she didn't do it on purpose, we can't really get angry with her. We need to kind of speak to her in a, I don't know, calmer tone. It's hard because teenagers, they mind you, I don't have that much experience. Like, I mean, my eldest is 18, so she made it through, and my youngest is still going through it. But it's happened more than once. I'm not sure. It always seems to be in the same spot. Like, does she put it in the pocket, not really realize it? Because my daughter actually got stains in her pocket for her uniform because she put her pen in there and then the ink leaked, which is really not her fault. It was the pen. But it's still frustrating. Like you said, you lose $35 and, you know, you get it. I get it. But, yeah. It's hard. You need to start that open communication dialogue, and she's probably at the best time for you to do it because she's not quite at that teenage. You know, it's much harder for me because my youngest is 13, and our way that we've done it is very stick sticklet in the mud kind of thing. Like, we're very stuck in our ways. And, like, I know I get angry and I get frustrated and we have a few fights. And she tends to say she's going to do something but then not do it and then try and hide it because she doesn't want to have a fight. And so we're both stuck in our ways, and I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt and say, okay, well, I want to give you the benefit of the doubt and not assume that you're not going to do it, even though the history of it is showing me that you haven't done it. But at the same time, she's got to kind of meet me. It's on her chest area, like her school top has 2-3 buttons on the front near there. Would it be from her pen being in a pocket or not? What about hanging your pen off the top, maybe? Because, like, when I kind of like this kind of thing, could it have been something like this? Where she's going to put her pen over the top of her top and then it's kind of got marks on it because she's, you know, not thought. You know, you basically have to have a chat. Say, look, you know, you can't do that because... Oh, yeah. I wish there was a way I could help you with that. They don't think... Yeah. They don't think. They are very, like, this is a teenage thing. This is a teenage thing. They are very much, oh, I get it. Food is not allowed in our rooms. Every night she goes in there and eats. Every night. No, it's okay. I don't mind talking about it. I have the issues with it too. If we can, like, feed off it and try and help each other out, that's good. I don't mind stopping to have a chat with you over it. But I understand they tend to... It's not that they don't care. It's that they tend to not really think about outside of their little bubble. And it can be frustrating. And I haven't quite worked out how to get through that bubble yet. I'm sorry, Mel. I can't help you with that one. But yeah, I say no food in the bedroom and she eats in her bedroom. I ask her nicely because we had arguments because she'd be like, you don't ask me nicely, Mum. You need to ask me nicely. And I'm like, yeah, well, I ask you so many times and then you don't do it. And then I get frustrated because you don't do it. And she's like, you don't need to get angry. I'm like, all right, fine. I will ask you calmly then. And then I get this whole point of going like, will you please do this? Will you please do this? Will you please do this? And I do it all day. All day I've asked her to do the bin today. She needs to clean out the bin. It's part of her chores is to clean the bin and make sure it's nice and clean inside so that it's not really gross. And she hasn't done it yet. And I asked her again and again and again. And I asked her nicely. And I said to her, it needs to be done this afternoon. And I said, tomorrow when you come home from school, there will be no Netflix, no sitting on your phone until this chore is done. She's like, all right, you don't need to get angry. And I said, well, I have asked you to do the bin and I've asked you nicely. I'm a little bit frustrated that you haven't listened to me. Her best friend left to go to high school and another boy her age went to a different school. She cried, I'll never see them again. What is it good with me? She'll make new friends when she gets to high school. Is she... I know this is very personal, but has she got her dreaded friends yet? You know what though? You know what though? Really, Salop, that seems like so long ago that... Wow. That is cool. That is cool. We all have teens around. I found once she got her dreaded things, she tended to have, she still had those teenage moments and those teenage frustrations, but they tended to be very scheduled. So I could like know, you know. What about what about a postal address? Get her to write, get her to do old school posting. Send a letter to him. Mind you, my daughter doesn't really talk to any of the friends she had in school either. Right. But yeah, tell her to do old school pen friend. You know what? I had a friend. Alright, okay, here's a story for you. I had a friend in year 7. I didn't have a lot of friends at high school. I got bullied a lot. So I didn't have very many close friends. This one girl was one of my close friends. Well, I thought she was. Her and another girl and we were like a little threesome of friends. Like, oh, she was closer friend, like they were friends before I joined in, but I was also one of their friends. Me and another girl. Anyway, this girl, her parents got a job. Like we lived in a country town, and then her parents got a job in Sydney, 2 hours away. They had to move to Sydney. In year 8, I met her. I was like, no, I'm never going to see her again. Rah, 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 rah. We ended up writing letters to each other for probably a year, and then it kind of died down. But I was very lucky to have Facebook at the same time too. That came out around that time too, because I found her on Facebook, and we are now friends now. Like, not friends, but like I know her, I can see what she's up to, all that kind of stuff. You know, like an associate you knew from your childhood kind of thing. But at the end of the day, you know, you're going to make friends. People come and go into your lives as you need them, I believe. I'm a big believer that people come in to your lives to have an effect on your life at that particular time. Whatever that may be.
Joseph and Izzy looked so happy together. Maybe the festival was doing them some good after all. Carmen, on the other hand, seemed annoyed. But why, when it had all gone so well?
I wish Helena was here to see this. She's so convinced I'll never succeed at anything.
She wants what's best for you. She's just not very tactful about it.
Yes, I know. Even when I was a kid, she pushed me when no one else did.
Also, like I just showed, just came up in the chat before, there's no more subs on Twitch anymore. So if you want to support me, you can do so on Ko-Fi. If that works. I hope it works. Yep. I am creating some, I did some Beat Saber the last couple of days, but I've decided to kind of hold off on it. And I'm going to be doing some special YouTube videos in a unlisted series type thing for Ko-Fi coffee support. So there'll be some Beat Saber songs that I've done. There'll be maybe some vlogs, stuff like that. It's supposed to be said as coffee. I just keep saying Ko-Fi. It's supposed to be coffee.
I just wish she hadn't lied to me. But then, I've asked so much of her over the years. I never stopped to think how much she actually had to give.
But yeah, so But yeah. When is PAX 2021?
The festival
October
finished,
2021?
I only had one day left before I had to catch my train and
Hello,
leave
friend and
𝗕𝗨𝗦𝗏
Steam.
behind. I couldn't
I
go
don't know
without
where
saying
the
goodbye
chat
to
is for
Carmen.
that though.
So that evening, I made my way to the cafe. It was
Oh,
unrecognizable. She'd done it. Best food in 𝗕𝗨𝗦𝗏. Half the town
Yay!
was outside waiting to see what the fuss was about.
Maria! My favorite sous chef. Come on through.
It was Carmen, acting every inch the successful cafe owner she deserved to be. Even 𝗕𝗨𝗦𝗏 was there, serving the coffees. This was the last place I expected to see her after yesterday's drama.
Oh look, Helena's helping out! Yay!
Carmen led me through to a balcony upstairs, where she brought
Water?
out an old record
Wait, what's water?
player.
I found out where 𝗕𝗨𝗏 was on the day of the festival. She was selling her camera to clear the cafe's debts. But then she didn't have much left for herself. So, I've asked her to come and stay with me for a while.
Aww. Yay!
I wanted to give her this, to cheer her up. We listened to it all the time when we were kids. Do you think it has one last tune in it?
Hydrate. Has it been an hour? Hydrate! Where is it? Alright, let's restore it. Let's have a look.
Okay, let's see what happens when we turn this on.
Oh, so we have to turn it on.
Here's the problem. This wiring isn't connected properly.
No?
That's
There we
the
go.
speed dial connected. Now we should be able to change it.
What are we trying to do? What are we trying to do? Oh, I see.
I think that should do it. This record should play beautifully.
Dude. Turn. There we go.
It's spinning the wrong way. How can I get it to play in the right direction? It must be to do with the motor. Let's see if one of these spares can turn things around.
Alright. Let's get all this shit off.
If I turn the volume up, I should be able to hear it now.
73.
Well, it's playing in the right direction. I should check it's turning at the correct speed.
Ah!
What will we
the sweetest words I've ever heard.
Yay, we got it!
The record player's crackling tune must have caught Helena's ear, as she appeared a few moments later.
Is that my old record player? I can't believe you've kept it all these years, Carmen.
Leaning over the music, they looked just like the young sisters the slide projector had preserved all these years, inseparable once again. Carmen told me about your camera. That was a really generous thing to do.
I loved that camera, but I love my sister more. Now it's her.
It's called Assemble with Care.
He wants to be.
Okay, so we'll give you we're near the end of it, but I'll give you a rundown of what happens. Maria has come to a town called 𝗕𝗨𝗦𝗜𝗡𝗘𝗦. She grew up in an antique store with her parents and learned how to fix things. But she didn't want to be stuck in the house, so she tends to travel around and fix stuff everywhere. And she's in 𝗕𝗨𝗦𝗜𝗡𝗦 at the moment. And she's come into 𝗕𝗨𝗦𝗦𝗡𝗦 and met Izzy. Izzy is a little young girl who is the daughter of the mayor, Joseph. And Izzy lost her mother when she was younger. So Joseph is struggling with that by being very, very busy all the time. And he gets rather cross with Izzy over things. And Izzy always gets cross with him because he is always busy. Then you've got Helena and Carmen. Helena is very uptight, very hardworking, very straight-laced. And Carmen is very relaxed and free-spirited. And her sister Helena moved to the city, made Carmen very, very sad. The only thing that... and Helena was very frustrated with Carmen because Carmen tended to always need money, and she felt that was all their relationship was about. But really Carmen missed her sister, but they weren't communicating. But now they're doing much better, I think.
I'm going to stay here with her for a while. Make up for lost time.
Carmen and Helena's relationship wasn't suddenly going to be perfect, but they were both prepared to try. And to think, it had all started because of a call Carmen made about some seasoning tips. I guess in the end, maybe it wasn't so hard to just pick up the phone and dial. I hadn't spoken to my own parents in a year. I wanted to hear their voices more than anything. But the silence between us was so cavernous. I didn't know how I'd ever find the words to bridge it.
But I'll have it up on YouTube for you to look at later if you want to watch it from the beginning, Mel.
𝗕𝗨𝗦𝗦𝗡𝗦, I received one last call out to Joseph and Izzy's house. I knew I had to pack, but I figured I could squeeze in one final job before I had to leave. When I arrived, I found Joseph tidying up his wilderness of a garden. The playhouse was already cleared. Inside, I could see Izzy happily testing out her screw-driving skills on the back of her cassette deck.
You've made quite the impression. Izzy, tells me she's going to be a repairwoman like Maria.
I'm sure she could be anything she wanted if she put her mind to it.
She could. She's a brilliant child. Spending the day with her at the festival, I haven't had so much fun in ages. I wanted to give her something before she starts to forget.
Inside, the house was transformed, flooded with light and the sounds of the garden. It felt alive again. This would be my last repair in 𝗕𝗨𝗦𝗦𝗡𝗦, but it felt like it was the house that had really been restored.
It's a music box. It used to play beautifully, but now when I wind it up, nothing happens.
Inside, the house was...
It's a music box. I'd love for Izzy to hear it sing again. Can you help?
Oh, it's got a photo of it in the inside. Look. Oh. Unscrew. And then, no, unscrew. And take that off.
Maria, could you add this family picture of us?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Whee! Do you reckon that's enough glue? No. On the bottom. Aha! Dude. Dude, you still got some screws that you gotta do. Alright, now we should be able to take that off. Spin it around. Take that out and have a good look at it. Alright, let's have a look, shall we?
The mechanism is completely broken. I'll need to take it all apart before I can fix it.
Alright, how do I do that? How do I pull it apart? Uh-huh. Fix it. That one. That one. No, that one. That one. Let's try it first. This one. Aha! That's a bit better. Look at that. That seems to fit better, hey? Yay!
Perfect. The mechanism is good as new.
Screws. Screw you back in. And then screw you back in. And then screw you back in. And then screw you back in. Alright, spin you around. Spin you around. We need to put the lid back on it now. There we go. You. Yep. And then you. Yep. And then we need to put that back in. What's that? No, you know what? Let's just see what that does. Aww. Okay. Spin around. There we
I think
go.
that's everything back together again. I should play it.
Let's go.
My wife used to sing this song to Izzy each night before bed, but I always worked too late to join them. Dream for me, if I sit by your side and hold you so tight, know that I will always love you, even though we both know that we must say goodnight. I've missed so much already. I want to be the father my wife wanted me to be. I've ended up so much like my own father, working all the time. Izzy needs me more than that. Especially now it's just the two of us.
Yes.
My daughter comes first. Well, until she gets bored of us. Dad, anyway.
I'll never ever get bored of you,
Oh.
Dad.
Izzy came running into the room where Joseph scooped her up and onto his shoulders. She gazed at the music box, her eyes shining. I'd never seen her look so happy.
Thank you, Maria.
Joseph was
Whoops, Daisy.
She gazed at the music box,
Too early.
her eyes shining. I'd never seen her look so happy.
Thank you, Maria, for everything. The things you fixed for me. I'm so glad to have them back.
Joseph was a good father, and I could tell he was determined to be an even better one. When it came down to it, that was all any of us wanted. A second chance to make something right. My time in Bellariva was almost over, but before I left, I knew there was something of my own I needed to fix.
Oh, her parents. She gonna go see her parents?
My time in Bellariva was almost at an end. Another chapter finished in a story whose ending I hadn't felt ready to write. The people I'd met, the items I'd restored, they'd taught me so much about what was really important. Pulling out my suitcase from beneath the bed, I remembered the day I stole it from my parents' shop, the day I left. Afterwards, I was too ashamed to call them, to apologize. It was a guilt I'd been carrying around every day since. As I packed, I knew that it was up to me to find a way to lighten the load.
Alright, let's pack. Oh, that's right. Here we go. Ah. Interesting. Alright, let's start with my clothes.
Elena gave me these designer shirts. Not sure I'll pull them off as well as she does. The recipe for Carmen's special. I'm under strict instructions to guard it with my life. Joseph's idea of light reading for the train. It does look thorough. Izzy gave me this in exchange for my repair manual. She'll be a pro in no time. My parents would love Bellariva. Maybe I can convince them to make the trip. My suitcase was full, but it was my heart that felt heavy as I made my way to the station. I was sorry to be leaving Bellariva behind, but I hoped that in my own small way I'd made a difference. Helena and Carmen's reunion was possible because they'd learned to overcome their differences.
I really like how
Joseph
this
had realized he shouldn't let his
story
grief or his work get in the way of his relationship
talks
with
about
Izzy.
how they created the positive
They each
relationships and
learned
worked
to
through
see
those
things from someone
challenges.
else's perspective. Maybe it was time I saw things through my parents' eyes. I knew it would be easier to jump on the next train, put even more distance between us, but I finally felt ready to talk to them. I just didn't know if they would feel the same. Did I even remember their number? I wasn't sure until I reached for the phone and it all came flooding back. Mom? Dad?
Maria? Is that you?
was really beautiful. That was really beautiful. Is there an extra one? Yay! Carmen's letter.
Dear Maria, Carmen here. Sorry I haven't written. The cafe's been absolutely manic since you left. Luckily, I have Helena here to help. You wouldn't recognise her. She's like a new woman. She's always running round, taking orders and making drinks. I even heard her compliment a customer on their outfit. Personally, I draw the line at fluorescent green bowling shirts, but each to their own. It certainly made the customer smile. She misses the city, though. Bellariva's many things, but it's definitely not as chic as she'd like. She said there was a coffee shop near her old apartment where they made coffee with a shape drawn on top. It got me thinking, I'm an award-winning chef. I can figure out how to put a leaf on a cappuccino. A bit of cosmopolitan coffee might be just what Helena needs. Of course, ordering a new coffee machine was the easy part. I wish you could have seen the mess I got into trying to put the thing together.
Here we go.
I saw Maria use her screwdriver 1,000,000 times. Taking this apart will be easy. These pipes look pretty simple. I should start with them.
Alrighty. Let's go. Hang on. We want it to kind of... No. That one?
I'll need to connect all the pipes correctly to stop the steam pouring out.
That one? That one? That one?
Why is there so much steam? That can't be right.
Did I do it wrong?
How can there be so much steam? Ugh, I'm getting soaked.
Hang on a minute. Where's the screwdriver? Alright. Let's have a look here.
Maybe I should focus on the pipes first. They look easy.
Alright. They aren't really though. Maybe if I put this one. Alright, let's start with you. Put you there. And then you there. No. You there. Aha. What is that? Is that even a pipe? I don't think it's a pipe. Wait, what's that thing do? Maybe I have to put this thing in. Somewhere. What about this thing? Maybe I have to put that thing in. Look at that! Hooray! Now we're getting somewhere. Oops. Give me the fucking pipe. Dude! Oh, we're getting somewhere now. Hooray! We got the pipes. Right, next is maybe this thing. Where did that go? Oh. Alright, so we got this 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now. Three goes to that. Working. You know what? Okay, we're gonna do this. So it's all nice and flat. That on. Turn it around. Nope. Whee! That one. That one. That one. All right. Next. Done. Whoops. Alright, put it back together. There we go. 1. And 2. Spin you around. 1. 1. 2. Why is it not working? Did I miss something?
It doesn't seem to work unless the circuit lights are all green.
But they were. Did I miss one? Oh, this one. Right. Okay, okay, okay. That one. 2. That one. Yep. That one. 2. That one. Nope. Nope. Yeah. That one? Yep. That one. Alright. That was easy enough. I was lucky. I was like, oh my god. What did we forget to do? Oh, do this. Put the screw in.
I think that's
There we
everything. Better test the buttons, just to make sure. All done. Piece of cake.
Yay!
Time to make my first coffee, I think.
Oh, here we go. Alright.
Smells delicious. Now to make it look magical.
Why is it not doing it? We didn't make it magical. Oh. Ooh. What am I trying to do? I know, let's do a love heart.
A perfect coffee. All it needs is a saucer and a couple of Helena's favourite biscuits.
Okay, it's a moon. It's a moon. It's a moon. It's a moon. It's a colon.
I was feeling more has-been than coffee queen by the time I'd made a drink fit for human consumption. It looked a bit, postmodern, but knowing Helena's refined tastes, I hoped she'd think it was intentional. Always the connoisseur. She didn't even bother to look at it at first. She was so busy wafting it under her nose. Steamed up her glasses, of course. How was she going to see my work of art through an eye full of fog? When she finally spotted it, though, she was totally impressed. I'll admit, she spent several minutes trying to figure out exactly what it was I'd drawn. She decided it was probably a horse. Well, what she doesn't know won't hurt her. She was impressed enough to ask for another one. I guess I'll need to get some practice in. The whole thing was such hard work, Maria. I never realised how difficult it was, all that mechanical stuff. It made me realise how much I have to thank you for, so I wanted to say that now. Better latte than never. I'm hoping you're well. Your friend, Carmen.
Oh, what a beautiful story. What's that do? Oh, there you go. That was lovely. I thought it was a lovely story. Let's go back into here and listen to some music. Oh, and I got 100 of 100%. Woo! I gotta put that in my 100% thingy. Where is it? Where's my 100% finished list? What was it called? Another one. My 100% list is getting longer and longer. Yay! That was really nice. I enjoyed that. What did you guys think? Did you enjoy it? It wasn't that long a game either. I wrote ass to find it. I was like, ass. But yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's a good game. So it's short and sweet. I might do some I don't know, editing, I guess, uploading and stuff. I've got to do some indie game reviews. I've got like a whole list of them here to do. The game that the song that I'll be working on first for my Ko-Fi supporters is Fallout Guys, so I'm excited to try that out. I'll have to have a look at that and see if I can get it right. But yeah, so tomorrow, no, we're not in tomorrow. Where is it? My stream, no. Schedule. So, we're not back tomorrow. We're going to have Monday, Tuesday off. I'll be hanging out in the Discord and playing some games and doing some editing and stuff like that. But we will be back on Wednesday. So we're going to have one extra one this week. On Wednesday, we're going to be playing Guardians of the Galaxy, the very last episode. So please make sure you guys jump in for that one. Both on YouTube and Twitch. Excuse me. Then on the Thursday, we will be doing Little Nightmares 2. So we'll be getting that one and playing that one on the day that it comes out. Hopefully there's not like some sort of delay with Australia and stuff. Because we tend to be a day ahead. And I don't want people to think that it comes out on the... Like, I don't know if it comes out on the 11th their time or any time. Then on a Friday, we'll jump back into Control. I realised at the end of last stream, I was fart-assing around in a place that I didn't even should have gone. And I need to actually go down to the maintenance sector to find Artie again. So we're going to be doing that fresh on Friday. I'm almost halfway through the game as well, which is exciting. Then on Saturday, we'll be jumping back into some Borderlands pre-sequel. And then on the next Sunday, our next indie game will be Brothers, what is it? The Tale of Two Sons? I think it's called. Brothers, The Tale of Two Sons, yes. So we'll be playing that one. So I'm not sure what you guys think, if you guys have heard of that game before. But yeah, so that will be what we'll be playing next Sunday. So we do have a couple of extra streams in. I'm hoping to fit in a daytime one as well, maybe. We'll see how we go. I've really got to get some editing done, specifically Little Nightmares, the first one, because I want to get that up to YouTube before the new one comes out. So I'll be doing that tomorrow while my girls are out. So there's nobody in the background chattering away while I play it. And editing and getting that all out. And doing some of the indie ones. So yeah. Thank you for hanging out. You guys are amazing. And I shall see you guys on Wednesday for some Guardians of the Galaxy.